Another one is Erdemir, as I mentioned, the steel mill in the northern and southern side of Turkey. With that mill, they have the byproduct called slag. We're buying about 1.5 million tons of slag every year by Adana and Bolu. We're mixing it with clinker, or we're grinding that slag, and we're either selling it as GGBFS, ground granulated blast furnace slag, or SEM3 type of slag cement, which is a lot more durable in the long term, and it is preferred in projects which are facing water. If there's a kind of a sulfate attack in your project, if you're building a dam or a bridge or an irrigation canal, you better use SEM3 for its durability. Oyak beton, as I said, is the most important and which is facing the end customer anyway. The cement companies are more than 70% of them is sold in bulk form, and they sell it. They sell some of it to Oyak beton, and it is established in 2004 by 3 companies and Oyak itself, and it's now owned by Adana, Bolu, Ünye, and Aslan Çimento companies, and they have lots of big projects, big ticket projects, like the Marmaray Tube Tunnel. It is called the project of the century, and they have an immersed tunnel under the Bosphorus that you've passed, and it is only for railway at the moment, but the government is planning to build another tube tunnel under the Bosphorus for cars, and it has a very specific kind of RMC. It is very hard to produce, and Oyak beton worked about 2 years, more than 2 years, along with lots of professors, lots of consultants, and managed to produce the cement, ready mix that is needed for that project. You see our other projects. We have lots of concrete roads in Istanbul. The 7 Hills and 7 Tunnels project is in the downside, and we have this spine tower, which is made by C80 RMC, which is very hard to produce commercially. And we have lots of other projects like stadiums and highways and railways. And as I said, we're selling about 3.5 million cubic meters of concrete each year. And speaking about diversification and innovation, we're very good. We believe that very good in that. In Adana, we have the white cement since 1997. We're producing that, and we invested, along with FL Schmidt, we invested in 2006 about 20 million euros more to our system to make it 3 times more than its capacity. At the moment, we're producing 300,000 tons of white clinker and 350,000 tons of white cement, and we're selling it to all of the world, and we have the whiteness of more than 85%. The product is very sustainable, it's very durable, so it is Adana Cement Company is one of the pioneers of cement industry in Turkey, and it is one of the 2 main white cement producers of Turkey as well. In Mardin, as I said, we're selling about half of our product to the Middle Eastern countries, and we have a premium price because of their production technique, and because of their raw materials, of course. They have quick freezing cement. It is a lot more suitable for quick construction of mostly the northern Iraq and Syrian companies. And in Romania, as I mentioned, we have a cement terminal for Ünye. We're selling about 50,000 to 100,000 tons of cement each year to Romania, and a little to Bulgaria as well. And as Bolu, we have newly erected last year the Ereğli facility. It's a cement mill, it's a vertical mill by Loche, and it's producing about 1 million tons of either ground granulated brass furnace slag or slag cement, and it's doing very good. It's gaining more market share, and it's gaining more capacity utilization, and we're also very happy about that. As I mentioned, Aslan is in the industrial zone of Turkey, which is a little east of Istanbul, around Izmit, and they have lots of industry there. So they're trying to utilize as much as waste as possible. Recently, they reached a waste ratio of 30%, and their currently monthly ratio is about 24%. They have their own RDF facility, which is online for more than 8 months, and their costs are very low because of that, and they are incinerating lots of the waste of the public and the industrial zone of Turkey. And to see all of our companies in the map, as you see in the south, we have by the Mediterranean seaside, we have Iskenderun grinding facility, which we grind lots of slag cement, and we have the Adana Cement Company, which is the biggest for us. And in the northern side, you see Aslan, Bolu, and Bolu's Ereğli facility, and we have we are exporting very easily to all of the companies because of the cement, the steel companies' ports, and we are having our own port in Ünye and Aslan as well. And all in all, as Oyak Cement Group, we're selling about 10 million tons of cement each year. About 22-23% of it is exported. And we're not only selling cement, as I said, we're selling white cement, gray cement, clinker, blast furnace slag, mostly ground, to all over the world. And you see Mardin in the southeast Anatolia, just near Iraqi and Syrian border. As Turkish cement industry, Kerem has already mentioned, the sales are going very well. We only had a slight stoppage in 2009 and 2011 maybe, but we're doing very good, and we believe that we're going to grow another 5% as the business, and we're going, as Oyak Cement Group companies, we have to also, we're going to grow about 5%. And as you see, the capacity in Turkey is very high. We have the excess capacity of clinker in Turkey, and that's because we're not unhappy about that at the moment, but we always see cement as a local product. It should be consumed wherever it's produced. So about 15 million tons of cement is exported every year from Turkey, and it should be done to keep the capacity utilization high. And luckily for us, we have our neighbors which are mostly in need of cement, like Iraq, Syria, the northern African countries, Russia, because of the Sochi Olympics and other investments, and they are the biggest customers of Turkey. The new ones are the ones in Western Africa and in the Central Africa, and we believe that we're going to reach another 15 million tons by the end of this year.